Yeah, we're for everybody.
We're for the people.
Everybody should come and watch us.
A stream for the people.
The people stream. It's the
Uh,
factors
the people stream.
or
We
the
should have a
popular or
shirt that says that. The people
the people
stream.
stream. I'm so down with that. I am knocking, by the way.
Someday when we have merch.
When
Yeah,
yeah,
when
when
we're
we're at when somebody not when we have merch, when somebody is willing to buy our merch.
All right. I mean, sure, we could make it now and it
We
can just
we can
sit.
make it now.
We could wear it. That'd be fun.
I you want
I
to?
would. I would. I'd
Okay.
wear it. We got a shirt made.
Okay. Okay.
Why not?
Okay. I will do that. I will do that. I will get us a shirt made when I have a little bit of time. I will do that for us. What do you want? Like one long sleeve, one short sleeve?
Sure. Why not? Why not?
Or
Let's
would
do
you do
it.
a hoodie? What would you rather do? And well, we have to send one to. Oh yeah, the Nazi rally in Australia. That was interesting. That was pretty interesting, Rec. Yeah, that was.
Yikes. Yikes.
I did see that. I did see. I didn't look too deep into it, but I saw like a brief into that. That was very nice. There was a yeah, like it was the anti-immigration rally, right? Like they were like, and it was so many people. There was a lot of people. But that was always nice.
I mean, they skated by in their election this year, but it's not gonna, they're not completely safe
Yeah.
in there.
You know, it's I was thinking about this today. Um, I was watching a video on the. Well, I've been watching it content like this for quite a while now, um, and I'm sure you have too. The how am I trying to think? What am I trying to say? Like the conservatismifying of fashion.
Oh yeah, yeah,
Have you seen
yeah. I've
this?
seen that. Yeah,
Right. So, you know, at like Victoria's Secret, how like it's like full coverage of underwear now. There's like the lingerie is like it's not lingerie, it's like granny panties lingerie. You know what I mean? And now, the editor of Vogue is this like this person was like doing like a reaction to the editor of New York Times wrote an article on the editor of Vogue, and this person was reacting to it, and she was saying like, well, I've never seen this lady like be fashion forward, right? Like she's like and then all the pictures that this lady shows, of course, like she obviously handpicked these photos to make her point. They're very um like trad wife, right? Like they are
yeah,
super like full Mormon, full coverage, no skin showing kind of like photos, and like a lot of them are like that. And it's I think her name is Chloe Mail is the editor's name. It's interesting to me
I think
where
it's interesting too. It's a
this
very interesting topic, and it's true. I mean, you can see it in like if you walk through a Target. I mean, if you've walked through a Target in the last 2 years, you'll see a lot of like floor length, like cotton dresses, that sort of thing.
really
Like, yeah, sure. I mean,
obviously
they have
I
their
don't
other stuff too, but I mean, it's like
yeah yeah yeah
it is kind of interesting. Like, and I mean, if you look on like TikTok about it, you'll see more extreme examples. But
yeah. I mean,
but
I
yeah,
don't go food shopping like that often. I buy my shit from fucking Costco, but
sure.
um you know but that video, what's up, Ryan? Led me to think about kind of put these pieces together with what Reckon's talking about, how this rally in Australia and in like this also happened in the UK. And I was watching another video in the UK where this person was getting interviewed. This Muslim man obviously was getting interviewed, British-born Muslim man, and these two white ladies like kind of like I don't know if you've seen it yet. They like run at him and start accusing him of like taking over their country and like wanting to grape
Jeez.
children and shit like actually like yelling at him. Um, you know, when Trump, so this is where my thought went when Trump became president. There was this phenomenon, and this is like why America is so culturally important around the world. As much as we want to like get away from it, it dictates a lot of the thought process, right? Like when the world sees, it's like the bigger brother, right? Like the little brothers will always try to copy like the bigger brother, or they look up to him, right? Like that phenomena,
Sure.
or like the dad, like they'll look up to the dad, or like the girls will look up to the mom, or whatever, like whatever the case is. Like somebody you admire, you will look up to them. Like it doesn't have to be like that whole that analogy. But when America is going through this turmoil and this weird phase, it makes them, it's like a permission structure, right? It gives them permission to be weird too. It's just how it works. Like just last week when we were talking about the Minnesota shooting, right? Like I had mentioned, when somebody commits suicide, or anything like that, it's like a viral disease where people like it catches on, and then it's
Right.
you're more likely to go down that route. It's the same principle, right? Like when they see America go like really we're just going through a really weird phase right now. I don't
Far
know how to
right,
describe it.
conservative, like
Yeah, just
weird.
just fascist leaning, like,
Yeah.
just knocking on the door. As I made 2 videos on this topic as to try to understand like where America is, and try to explain it, because I always try to explain it to myself, because if you don't understand where America is, it's hard to talk about it, like especially for us, right? Because we're so left leaning. We don't we can't understand it. um and the analogy, it's like a power vacuum kind of type thing. The analogy that I always like to portray what America is, especially after World War II, is, if you look at history, borderlines have always changed. There's been conflict constantly, especially in the Middle East with the Ottoman Empire. That breaking apart, the Soviet Union breaking apart, and then blah 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 blah. But America after World War II was like the grown up in the room of children, be like, no, stay still. They were doing the fuck shit. America was doing the fuck shit, but like, because they were the big bully, they were the adult in the room, and everybody else was a
Right.
child, and they were policing everybody. But now America's like, well, fuck it, I don't want to do it anymore. Like, I'm just gonna go be a child with this. I'm gonna go do fuck shit.
Now
It
everybody
just
doesn't
lets
know what to
everybody
do.
else. Not everybody does not know what to do, which is again why this Modi, Xi, and Putin meeting is getting such a big, like, this and this is what
The
China wants
military
too, right?
parade that happened,
Yeah, yeah.
like
I mean, the
whatever.
military parade, I have my own thoughts on. I watched a little bit of it, but like, parades don't win you wars, of course.
I mean, no.
They're
I
untested
mean, the
military.
small, like, I don't know if I should say that. The small, like, clip I saw looked at least more organized than our
Oh, no,
June
no, no. Like,
thing in
in
June
terms of
whenever we
parade,
happened. Like,
in terms of, I grew up. India does its parade. India does its parade on August 15th for its Independence Day, and they do 2 parades actually. They do it on August 15th, and then they do it on January 26th. It's their January 6th is when they declared independence from the British, like they were going to fight for it, and then August 15th is when they got elected. So they do parades, and I am familiar with it. Chinese parade, top fucking notch. Like, it was crisp, like with every single
yep.
soldier turning their like, if you watch a single frame, like you just do a still frame of that, every soldier turns their head exactly
Exact same
the
time.
same time. It is millisecond perfect, right? Like their movement is
That must piss Trump
perfect.
off a lot.
Oh, absolutely, absolutely.
Because of the
But
disaster, that we had. But
right. But the parade's not the more important part. It's the
no.
Security Council that she held before is the more important part. And my morning video, America is absent, and in that absence, there is this giant power vacuum, which is giving rise to China. As much as
Right.
this strategy is to take China down, they are making it that much more powerful. That
Yeah,
much more
exactly.
powerful.
I mean, we've talked, and that's come up a lot of times. It's interesting. It's one of those topics that, like, if you go far enough on any, like, particular topic, you'll end up there, like, oh,
Yeah.
China is there to fill the vacuum. Like,
Oh, 100%.
technology, economy, all this sort of stuff,
Yes.
healthcare probably. Like, I
Yes.
mean,
Oh, healthcare, insanely healthcare.
like,
Yeah.
yeah,
Do
it's
you want
interesting.
to? I don't know if I sent you this video, and again, to just yeah, China has its own problems. Like don't get me wrong, like with the Uyghur Muslims, like I'm I'm not like sitting here like saying China is the best country in the world. Currently, it is the best country in the world, but they are using ducks to. Did I send you this?
No.
Okay, they're using
You're just
thousands
not
of
sending me
ducks
the
in
cool
their
stuff
rice
anymore,
fields.
I guess.
Well, if I see it, I'll send it to you. But they're using thousands of ducks in fields to tackle pesticide and
Amazing.
instead of using actual to tackle insects instead of using pesticide. So their
Sure.
their rice is just so much like pesticide free and healthier for you to eat. And on top of that,
Where's
ducks aren't
RFK on
interested.
that? Like, come
Exactly.
on.
No, look, it's literally thousands of ducks. I'm talking. They're just going through these fields, and then like, listen to this. So you're not using pesticide to kill the insects, so your crop is automatically healthy. As the ducks move around in the water field, they circulate the water more and the sand more, so the water and the nutrients get into the sand more, so you have better crop that way. And the ducks aren't interested in the fucking rice, so they don't eat the rice, they eat everything else, so you don't have to weed. One farmer can literally cover thousands of acres with just these tens of thousands of ducks. Like it's just one farmer just walking around making sure the ducks just like, which is
Let the ducks.
amazing. Like
Hey,
how
I
is that
mean,
not amazing?
it sounds amazing. I have heard they are a fantastic animal to have.
Yeah, and then
So,
on top of that, these
mhm.
ducks are much healthier, so it's free meat, like healthier meat when the ducks get like a little bit older and they can't
Very
work.
lean. They're very lean. I've heard.
It's insane. It's insane. It's like to be able to think that, right? Like
Chocolate
it's
Labubu from
just
Dubai says Americans should save some money by not buying drones and whatnot and use it on a choreographer for their military.
welcome back, brother.
Ooh, got us.
Yeah,
You got
yeah.
us. I guess we were
But
glazing the
listen,
Chinese military a little too hard there, so you're
I
right.
will defend the American military a little bit as much as I'm going to choke on blood while I do
But
this because
yikes.
they're just imperialistic force that has murdered millions.
Well, but
Anyways,
then we still
Chinese
don't.
military
Sorry, go
is
ahead.
not tested. But the Chinese military is not tested. American military is. It's been in war every single year since its conception. Like it's constantly at war.
Sure,
You
but
know,
didn't we talk about this before that we're still like even as big and expensive as the American military is, we're not investing in like the
no.
most like
Yes.
top quality or high tech things, or like we're not
Yes.
investing in research as much. Like
With that is true.
I don't know where
China
our
is
money's
catching up.
going. I guess it's just being an imperial force is expensive, and since we
Yeah,
have,
no, it is.
I mean,
We have like thousands of bases across the
I
planet.
know, I know, we have one in almost every
It's
other country,
expensive.
right? I mean,
Yeah, yeah. I think aside from like Russia and China, like we have
yeah.
bases everywhere, and then you have the biggest navy. Like the navy doesn't in the next 10 years, China will have our equal because I think what is it like some crazy number for every ship we build, a naval ship we build, China's building like 100. It's like insane. They'll catch up, but it's going to take them 10 years to do it. Um, so the American military is a battle-tested military for sure. China's military is not. China's military is, and this is why the conflict between India and Pakistan was so interesting. The European militaries, they're non-existent. They obviously Trump is right. Trump is right in the sense that they need to spend more money and actually invest in the military and their technology because the Rafael jets that India bought from France, they instantly got shot down by the Ju 137s from China. Like the military tech from China was vastly superior that of France, and this is coming from the French Defense Ministry and French company Rafael. So uh, it's still untested, but I don't think, as much as I think there will be a conflict over Taiwan. Um, China doesn't want to. I think, like that at least that's the state position. It's a weird state position. Like
Mm-hmm.
when you hear Xi talk about it, he does talk about the one China policy, like one unified China. You know what I mean? Which is includes Taiwan. Do you know the whole history of Taiwan, like how Taiwan came to be?
Not really, but
So after World War II, when the liberation happened from
mhm.
Japan, there was a movement with pro-democracy fighters and pro-communist fighter, which is the Cultural Revolution that happened.
Okay.
Uh, uh, Fuck, what's his name? Mao was the emerging leader that came out of it. He led a lot of soldiers to hunt down the pro-democracy because it was civil war. It was basically civil war. They were
Mhm.
winning battles back and forth. Then the Long March happens, where he takes them like across China, literally like thousands of soldiers, and hunts down these pro-democracies. And they see that they're going to lose the battle, they flee from China and then go to Taiwan, and that's how Taiwan becomes Taiwan.
Okay.
Those are the pro-democracy fighters that are in Taiwan.
Okay.
That's why she wants, and then Xi's father
Wants it back.
Xi's father was part of Mao's inner circle. Then Mao turns on them and sends Xi to like the hard camps, and then Xi works his way from like small governorships to like the mayor of Shanghai, the governor of Shanghai, and then like all the way up to now being the leader of one of the most powerful nations on the planet. It's funny how that works out. Um,
It's an interesting
but
story.
yeah,
I've never thought to
it's
really
a very
look
interesting.
into She's background. I don't know why.
Yeah, no, it's
It
fascinating. He
sounds like an
studied in,
interesting story.
he was here in Ohio. He
I
studied
did
in
know
Ohio,
that. Yeah.
and he loves coming back here to like Ohio to visit the house he stayed in with the farmers. He loves it.
Really.
Like, yeah, he invites them like every
Just
year to like go visit him. I don't know if he's done it recently, but like he used to like invite them every year to go visit him in China, and he used to come visit them all the time. I don't know if he's done it recently. I'm sure he hasn't. After becoming such a
probably
like a
not.
president of
Yeah.
China, chairman. But China is weird. So like the state policy is
I mean, it's not
always
like he
about
can
like
just like come visit.
come for a vacation.
Yeah.
No,
Right.
yeah. Like the logisticals are gonna be like
Yeah.
insane.
Yeah.
Um, but the state policy from China is always about like, well, we want to be a one unified country to go back to what China used to be. Same thing
Mhm.
with Russia and Putin with Soviet Union. Like we want to be one Russia as it was. But as you listen to a lot of the lower level workers, and then there's like one professor that like is famous for talking about China. I think he's some sort of ambassador. He's like, China doesn't want to fight, and it's true. They really don't want to fight in their actions. They just don't. They much rather have Taiwan just surrender itself to them. Like they much rather have that
Mhm.
because they understand it's not an easy conflict that will happen. It's 100-mile stretch of water that they have to cross, which means they will have to set up like along their ports, like cities. They will have to like set up military
Mhm.
vessels and like ships, which the world will see them doing it. Like
Yeah.
it would take
Can't really
such a
be
long
stealth
time.
about it.
No, you absolutely can't be stealth about it, right? And then it's 100-mile stretch of water that you have to cross, and it's one of the most treacherous straits that you have to cross. Like the weather-wise, I think there's like October and May are the only 2 years or 2 months that you can cross that in. And if you do end up crossing it, somehow making it like without the world noticing it, you Taiwan is incredibly mountainous region, and all their anti-aircraft missiles
Yeah.
are behind those mountains, and missiles don't curve. Like they just don't curve. So they will be a graveyard
Just
of
gonna hit the
ships.
mountain.
Yeah,
Sure.
yeah, like
It's gonna
they
cost them
thousands and
so much
thousands.
to get
Yeah,
anywhere with
to
it
do
that
it.
it's not.
It Right. And then as soon as they do attack Taiwan, it's free range for Taiwan to like target their port cities, which is only
Mhm.
100 kilometer miles away. So the missiles can reach there, especially if the United States continues to support them. And if you say all of that works out, because yeah, China will have immediate superiority. They just will. They just will. There's no arguing that. So if you say like they take out all these missiles that they have around, like then they have to get the troops. There's only like 11 locations in Taiwan that they can land in. There's no other locations that they can land in. If they manage to land in those locations, it's guerrilla warfare. Insurgencies are incredibly hard to fight, and China's never fought any insurgencies. You can't exactly carpet bomb the entire fucking island. You can't exactly do. There's millions of people living on that
It is
planet. I
frowned
mean, on the
upon.
island.
on
Right.
that planet.
Israel gets to do it. Israel gets to do
Yeah,
it. You know,
China
I
wouldn't get
mean,
to do it.
China. I don't think China would want to do it. Um, again,
Guess
being the
we'll
optimist.
see.
But we'll see. We're so off topic. What the fuck? This
I
was
was
not a
gonna
China
say.
episode. We were supposed to talk. But anyways, I think it's fascinating to see like how far the United States has fallen down in eh, not even fallen down. It's just like vacated, which is a long time coming. I would assume like this is not just on Trump alone. Biden is just as much guilty of it, and like the previous presidents as well. Like I mean, Obama. This is something that like Obama. I don't want to say started realistically when he had the opportunity to do so much. He had the opportunity to codify Roe v. Wade when he had the
Sure.
entire House of Congress and Senate under him, like it was Democratic controlled. He could have done that. He could have implemented so many more socialist policies that I think he genuinely wanted to. I think he just didn't do it. I think the Democrats held him back realistically. I think I put that on the Democratic Party then. When we talk
Well,
about
just not
Medicare for
being
all,
sure, not being as progressive as they
as
tout
he should have
themselves
been.
to be, I guess, or as they should have been.
Yeah. I mean,
No, I
Obamacare
mean,
should have been much better, but our beautiful Senator Blumenthal forced it back. He gutted the bill. He gutted the bill because we have such a heavy healthcare industry in Connecticut. Aetna is here, so it's like he gutted it back for them, which is sad. But now
yeah.
the chickens have come to roost, and America is falling behind in every single metric. And Trump thinks that he can come and disrupt and bring that power back by being a disruption. You can't. And one of the disruptions is RFK Jr. And
Nice segue.
it's just a mess. It's just a mess. There's no expertise there at all. Any expertise is constantly challenged or removed. Um,
No,
as we'll
exactly.
see
I mean,
in the video.
this dude's dangerous. I mean, he's probably
Very dangerous.
one of the most, if not the most dangerous cabinet member there is. Probably the most.
Yes. In terms of domestic policies, very much so. 100%. He is by
And
far
lasting
up
impact. I
there
mean,
with Kristi Noem. Yeah.
we talked about it a little bit a couple weeks ago. Just his, you can't set scientific research back this far and then just like flip a switch. New president, new administration comes in, just turns it back on. And we're just gonna start right where we left off. Like, no, we're years behind already because of research that was already stopped or trashed or whatever. We talked about that a little bit a couple weeks ago, but
yes. But I have a thought about that as well, and we could start the video after this. Do you think there's a potential upside to this? This almost zeroing out every single domestic policy we have. We can kind of start from. It's a lot of work, so maybe the next administration that comes in. Again, this is kind of the conversation we had with Newsom. He can be maniacal. He is maniacal, but if he comes in and is maniacal in the same way Trump is for like the positive, like he comes in like, oh, we are going full science mode and you can't stop me. You are getting a fucking re-education. These nut jobs that are like the vaccines kill you are they're getting sent to fucking re-education camps. Like you know what I mean? Send the fucking Fox News watcher that get the fucking Fox and Friends vein like directly into the vein, they gotta go.
Debrainwashed, or whatever it's called.
Like we are instead of sending fucking troops to the streets of the American cities, we're sending social workers and teachers on the fucking ground and going home to home and teaching these fucks like, no,
oh my God,
you're
they're gonna
dumb.
hate that.
Watch this. But again, if Trump can do this with the fucking troops, the next president coming in, I don't need him to be like, I love Zoran, but I can't see Zoran doing that, right? Like I cannot see him just going authoritarian for the good. He will do the good that he can do.
Authoritarian for the good. For the good of us all.
You know what I mean? Like,
yeah, I mean, I get what you're saying.
What
If they're gonna trash and burn all of our institutions, then yes, they are setting up. I mean, they're rolling the dice on whether they get to stay in power. I mean, because yes, now they have opened it up for the next, Democratic candidate or Democratic president to come in and do the same shit. If we can find someone who has the
willpower
to do it.
Right. Yeah. If somebody who has the morality, even the morality, no, and the morality to be like, no, this needs to be done. It just, and I'm doing it. Not the morality to be like, well, I gotta go shake hands. Not the Pete fucking Buttigieg to you gotta put your arm around, you gotta put your arm around your friend and to him when he's committing a little bit of a genocide. You gotta talk to him.
Hey, buddy, we don't do that.
Fuck off, Pete.
No.
Fuck off. No, you need somebody this is why I think if I can be in Gavin Newsom's brain and just puppet master him, he has the maniacal willpower to do it. I can see him doing it. You know what? We're fucking turning up the universities 1,000, drain the fucking military, which you can't really do because that's so unpopular. Drain the fucking military budget. I would cut it by half. They don't need that much money. They lose fucking billions of dollars a year. We're.
I mean, if they could at least have to
hates the homeless.
Right. I mean, yeah.
Turn it up. Turn up medical research all the way to a fucking 1,000. We're gonna build roads. We're doing FDR style fucking national defense. I'm just gonna. If I was there, I would be like, national defense. We need fucking roads, bridges, trains across the country. We need to be able to move our infrastructure better. You know what I mean? Our transportation needs to be better. I'd do the FDR fucking way. I'll do it. I would do it. Don't make me fucking president if you the Republicans hate to see me coming. I swear to God, you'll have a train parked outside of your fucking house if I was the president. I'd just do it. I swear to God.
Would you outlaw cars?
It happened.
Just trains everywhere.
Oh, fuck yeah! I swear to God, your sidewalks, I would build pillars right up there, subway just right above your fucking house, and you could just jump out and just go right into your bedroom. No,
just mallets, mallets for all Americans to go outside and start chopping up their closest road,
I'm obviously kidding, but imagine how many jobs you will create with this. If you just focused on hey, we need to fix our bridges, you would you would create thousands of jobs in per town and per state across the country.
Right. I mean, that's the only thing that Biden really got done, tried to attempt to do, in his
the boost to the economy. You will. It's the dying Trump is America right now, and then you just gave him a fucking shot of adrenaline right to the heart. You know what I mean? Just get the veins working pretty well. You know, that's what you would do if you just what is the job of the government? Protection and workforce. It's supposed to create jobs. That is the only thing a government is supposed to do, and just to protect you from foreign adversaries. And domestic adversaries, but that is the two things that a government is supposed to do. Anyways, let's fucking watch RFK Jr. We could talk
where do we want to start? Do we want to start with
wherever you want.
Elizabeth Warren, Cassidy, Bernie?
We can go in a row. Sure. It doesn't matter.
Alrighty. So let's see.
Thank you, Mr. Chair.
What they have to say.
Can you share it too?
Yeah.
All right, let's do this.
Alrighty, how's it?
So who's this?
Over there?
It's looking good.
This is gonna be Warren. Okay.
This is looking good. This looks fine.
Alright, sorry. Usually, sometimes it messes up what the screen looks like.
Yeah, it did. It did a little bit, but it fixed itself, I think.
Alright,
so last November, while you were under consideration to become Secretary of Health and Human Services, Mr. Kennedy, you said, quote, if vaccines are working for somebody, I'm not going to take them away. No exceptions, no ifs, ands, or buts. You would not take away vaccines from anyone who wanted them. Then last week, you announced that the COVID-19 vaccine is no longer approved for healthy people under the age of 65. In announcing the change, you said the vaccine will be available for anyone who wants it. Now, obviously, both things cannot be true at the same moment. So let's clear this up right now, Secretary Kennedy. Will you tell America that all adults and all children over 6 months of age are eligible to get a COVID booster at their local pharmacy?
Is that Kennedy?
Right, there's like a hardcore snore sound. It could be just Kennedy breathing. I mean,
or is that Bernie?
He is awake. So.
I heard he's sick though. Like I heard he's sick right there.
Is he? Is he?
That's what I heard.
Poor guy. But I mean, if they're not speaking, well, I guess her mic could be picking him up. So yeah, maybe.
Today.
Anybody can get the booster.
I'm sorry?
Anybody can get it. Senator.
Anybody. So you're saying that is now the official rule of HHS. Anybody is eligible to get a booster by just walking into the pharmacy.
It's not recommended for healthy people.
No. If you don't recommend, then the consequence of that in many states is that you can't walk into a pharmacy and get one. It means insurance companies don't have to cover the $200 or so cost. As Senator Dr. Cassidy said, you are effectively denying people vaccines.
We're not going to recommend a product for which there's no clinical data for that indication. Is that what I should be doing?
What you should be doing is honoring your...
He's just so pissed off, like right off the bat. Like she just started asking you questions. You've already lied because obviously insurance companies aren't going to cover this vaccine anymore. They're not going to do anything they don't absolutely have to do. So for you to sit there and say like, oh, you can still get one, you're ridiculous, and you know you are because you're not stupid. And you're just like, again, he's just like so pissed off right away. It's like, people are going to ask you questions here, dude. Like,
right. Your whole fucking purpose. Out of topic, but are you guys familiar with Boy Boy on YouTube? No, I don't know who that is. Who is that? Do you know who that is?
No.
Okay.
That you made when you were looking to get confirmed in this job.
You're going like this.
And that is, you promised that you would not take away vaccines from anyone who wanted them. You just changed the classification of the COVID vaccine.
I'm not taking them away from people, Senator.
It takes it away if you can't get it from your pharmacist.
Well, most Americans are going to be able to get it from their pharmacy for free. Most Americans will be able to get it from their pharmacy for free.
The question is, everyone who wants it, that was your promise.
I know I didn't. I never promised that I was going to recommend products for which there is no indication.
When you said...
And I know you've taken $855,000 from pharmaceutical companies, Senator.
Did you hold up a big sign saying that you were lying?
Which is a lie. And I believe he said that during his confirmation hearing as well. Like he just touts the same shit.
They always just bullshit, like every single one of them.
Well, exactly. I mean, that's like a tenet of the administration. Just pick the lie and say it over and over and over and over and over again.
Like I you know what thought occurred to me when she asked him like if he lied during when his confirmation, like is that not considered perjury? Because are they not under oath?
I know he's not under oath for this one. I don't know if he was. So what the fuck is the point of the confirmation?
It's bullshit. Like it's just all performative, right?
I mean, I guess. I mean, it's felt that way anyway, considering everyone goes up there and just gets confirmed anyway. I mean.
Right. Like it just depends on how many senators you have.
It's really just an opportunity for them to like raise concerns and, try to rustle up the fucking candidate or appointee for a little bit, but
just to grill him, I guess. I suppose. I guess that's something.
Because
I mean, fuck, it's all performative at the end of the day.
Kind of. I mean, interesting content though, because he clearly hates that he's here.
Yeah.
They're making
Oh,
some
100%.
documentaries like almost sneaking into CIA base in Australia, going to North Korea to get a haircut, covering themselves in oil, and going to the oil company's HQ.
Really? I'd be down to
Interesting.
watch some of that stuff. We could watch that one of these days.
Is that what we should do? Should we be going to North Korea to get a haircut?
You know, I have been
We need the
thinking like
edge.
I want to do like this like I've honestly really been inspired by Zoran. I think a lot of politicians across the country have been inspired by Zoran to take their campaign and to like especially the left wing ones. And I'm also thinking about joining there's a Connecticut chapter of the DSA now.
You want to hit the
So
streets?
I do kind of want to. I just don't have the fucking time to do it. So I do want to kind of like go around, like interview just people. They don't have to be anything. Just maybe come up with some questions and just like talk to them. Because it was interesting thing that Zoran did when Trump won. He went around like that's where he really jump started his campaign. He just went around and asked them like, "What are you most concerned about?" Right? Like, and I understand for a big city like New York, that's where the affordable crisis, like that's where he built his campaign because a lot of people were like,
Right.
well, I can't afford shit in this fucking city. It's
Sure.
not exactly, it doesn't translate that well to Connecticut because there obviously is a pinch of affordability here, but it's not as expensive as it is New York City. So I was sitting here wondering, I was like, what would be the number one like issue for people that live in Connecticut? So I was wondering. I feel like every town would have it. Like the issues in Hartford are drastically different than from Glastonbury or Somers or like fucking New Canaan. You know what I mean? Like they gotta be drastically different.
I guess to an extent, but I think affordability is everywhere. I think
I agree.
just because you're not in New York City doesn't mean you're not having trouble affording your
Yeah.
rent and stuff. I mean, because it's all, a lot of times it like shifts with where you are. I mean, maybe your rent's less, but you're also making less money, so the problems aren't any
That's true.
different, you know?
That's true. So should I do that for ATF? You think? Because I have access to people that come in. Obviously,
Sure.
I have access. I see hundreds of people every day.
I think that would be really neat. I was just thinking, I think that would be interesting to do that in the South too, just to.
Yeah? Would you want to?
Because my whole thing is
It's
that.
a little dangerous too, though. I feel like it's a little dangerous for you. I don't know.
I mean, I don't know where I don't have access to people. I would have to like
Access to people,
join
yeah.
something. I don't know. Maybe I'd have to go to like bars or something.
You can go to your
'cause
neighbors. You can just go to your neighbor
Sure. I mean,
if your neighbors are friendly enough to talk to.
yeah. I mean, they like the things that I repost on TikTok. So I think she's just a little lib over there. Like, what can you do?
Really?
Yeah.
Ah, you found yourself a little blue corner.
Even the Gaza stuff.
Really?
Really. Yeah.
Found yourself a little blue dot. Okay. Okay.
Um.
All right. All right. No, I wanted to like ask if you'd be down with me like doing that because I've been wanting to do that. I've been wanting to talk to people because I don't really understand. I don't understand like what the issue for Connecticut is because again I mainly talk to people just like when they're in like at my store and I'm just
Yeah.
talking to them. I'm not having a conversation. I'm not involved in local politics that much, and local politics is it's vastly different than from like just federal or state level politics to begin with. So
Well, right, and that's
maybe I'll
what we
start with
mostly
like just
look
East
at.
Hartford and see like like what the people of East Hartford think.
I think it would be
what
a
they
neat
care
thing for both of us to do because I think ultimately most people who
content.
we're going to encounter just like on the streets or just out and about are going to all have the same concerns no matter which way they
Yeah.
vote. And then
Yeah.
it just gets to that ultimate point of like people just want to live affordably, be able to take care of their families, all this sort of stuff. It's just the way who you think the problem is,
Yeah. Yeah.
And it's a
Maybe
shame.
like we come up with a generic question and just like have somebody be like, hey, you got like 3 minutes and just say whatever you want to say. It doesn't even have to. You don't have to ramble on for 3 minutes. Just answer the question. Like maybe like what is your number one concern in your daily life?
Sure. I think it would be interesting. There is like my county has a Democratic Party. I could try to link up with them and try to do it safely. Like they can be like, okay, you can go here and do this, and you should be okay. You know.
Yeah.
We'll see.
Okay. I mean, if you were in Connecticut, it'd be just.
We could like go door knocking about it. Like we wouldn't have to worry about it. Well, maybe not.
That's what I'm saying. I would hold the camera. You would be the talking person. You know, I feel like that'd be so cool. But hey, you know what?
Well,
you're fucking 18 million miles away.
That's that's just the reality that we have.
Because you are the one who said you would not take them away. Now, Senator Kennedy,
I'm not taking them away from anybody.
Secretary,
you want me to indicate a product for which there is no clinical data?
Senator,
is that what you want?
Secretary Kennedy, you said you wouldn't, and now you did.
I'm not taking them away. Everybody can get access to them.
No, they can't walk into a pharmacy the way they could last month and get access.
It depends on the state. It depends on the states.
A year ago,
but they can still get it. Everybody can get it. Everybody can get it, Senator.
So look, let's move on. You clearly are taking away vaccines. I've seen the list for what's coming up next, and that is the agenda for the next CDC vaccine panel. And first up is ratifying your COVID actions. Second is hepatitis B is on the agenda. So should Americans expect you to take away hepatitis vaccine access as well, even though you promised not to?
As I said, I'm not taking vaccines away from anybody.
Okay, same answer, right? You're just going to deny that when people can't get access, that you're not taking it away. Then let me ask you, is that the same game you're going to play with me?
You want me to recommend every product in the world without any clinical trial data?
Through on your promises.
Yeah, my promise was to give.
A month ago.
I don't understand his answer. Understand his answer. Is there not clinical trial for like every single vaccine we have? Like,
of course there is.
It's one of the most rigorous processes that medicine goes through.
Exactly. There's so many.
I'm not understanding this.
And I can, it's a stretch, but I can see how people could believe this for COVID because COVID
it was fast.
Started 5 years ago, and it was made super fast. But like hepatitis B, come on, dude, like.
I don't understand it. I don't understand it. I don't understand his answer. Every time he says that, I'm just like, what do you mean no clinical trial? Does he not understand how? Does he not understand how vaccine trials work?
No clinical trial.
You literally do multiple trials on animals, then you do multiple trials on humans, and then you do it again, then you do it again, then it gets peer reviewed, then it gets checked, and then it's get released. What do you mean?
Right, and then it's released, and then it's continued to be studied
to be tested
on people afterwards. I mean, no, it's stupid. He just means that there's no clinical studies that validate what he thinks is true, which is that all these vaccines are giving us autism. And this, that, and the other thing, other chronic diseases. It's terrible.
Which is insane.
Yeah.
It's just insane. I don't understand it. I don't understand this whole thing against Casey has a cousin. She's a former model, and she's husband is super red coded. Not to put my personal information out there, whatever. But a health nut, as you would assume a model would be.
Mm-hmm.
She's deep into 5G conspiracies, and vaccines and stuff like that. And I'm just when I think about people like this, so I mean, so you just woke up one day, it was every single scientist, doctor that studied 10 plus years to help humanity just decided it was you know what? Let's fucking wipe everybody off the planet. Is that what you think happens?
And they're playing the super long game because I mean, inoculation in general is what 500 years old or something like that. But like modern vaccines are like most of them that we're like our kids are on regimens for are like I don't know.
You know what it is?
Like they're old. Like they're just like 100 years ago. They're
Yeah.
like kids. 150 years from now are gonna have such bad social problems. Mwahahaha. Like it doesn't make any sense. I don't know.
It doesn't make sense. I always wonder, like the people in like the 70s and the 80s, 70s and 30s, like not 20s and the 30s. I wish they would have like, or even later on, like whenever polio was like fucking rampant. Like I wish like I could go back in time and tell them like, yeah, we invented vaccines to like cure polio and all these diseases. People just don't want them. Like I want to tell a polio survivor and just be like, yeah, people just don't want them. Like
And the
I
crazy
swear to
thing
God,
is, like-
they'll be like, what the fuck is wrong with people?
And it's so wild because this wasn't that long ago. Polio survivors
No.
are among us. Like I mean,
Like very much among us. Yes.
Yeah, I don't get it.
I don't understand it. Isn't one of our politicians like a polio survivor? I want to say Abbott.
McConnell. It's
Why did
Mitch
Abbott
McConnell.
Oh, it's McConnell. That's right.
No,
That's
I'm pretty
right.
sure
It's one of the
Abbott
old
didn't
ones.
Abbott fall out of a tree.
Yes,
I could be
something like
making that
Didn't he
up,
fall out of a
but-
tree and like sue his parents or something like that? Like some crazy
He
insane
definitely
story.
sued whoever. Yeah, something like that.
And then he,
Even
like,
though
turned
it was
around and,
like
like-
kind of his fault. Like
Yeah, yeah. And then he was
Yeah.
like, he turned around as governor and was like, well, yeah, you can't do that anymore. Like you can't sue people anymore for like that.
that's crazy.
Insane shit.
Any opportunity to pull that ladder up, they take it. I swear. It's like
it's
it
very-
gives them joy. Like
It's
I love it when
it's
people
very
don't have
Clarence,
opportunities. I have.
yeah, it's very Clarence Thomas coded. Like it just is. Like yeah, I got affirmative action, but I don't want anybody to think I got
None-
affirmative
none
action.
for
So
you.
then I'm just gonna. So you don't get to have it. Like okay, but thanks, friend.
Yeah.
Anyways, let's see the batshit fucking brainworm secretary.
We could get COVID vaccines by just walking.
You can
into a
still get
pharmacy.
COVID vaccines,
You are
Senator.
taking that away.
No, you are
So
still,
let
you
me
can
ask
still
you
get the
one more
COVID vaccines,
question,
and
Secretary
Medicare will still
Kennedy.
pay for them, and Medicaid will
You
still
tell the
pay for
head
them.
of the CDC that if she refused to sign off on your changes to the childhood vaccine schedule, that she had to resign.
No, I told her that she had to resign because I asked her, are you a trustworthy person? And she said no. So if you had an employee who told you they weren't
I need her to come out and say what she actually said. I have a feeling if this happened, even if he's telling the truth and how this happened, it must have been like, when he asked, are you a trustworthy person? It was, are you going to be, bend to my will and do what, I say and the president says? And she's obviously, she's a professional. She's like, no, I'm, a fucking medical person. I'm a scientist. I'm going to do what's right, And he's just like, oh, she told me to my face that she's a liar. Like, what? Yeah, I don't know.
What part of reality does this man live in? Like,
As far as I know, she hasn't
Internet,
come
I
out
tell
and said what actually happened yet, but
I think Bernie's asking her to like come on to the panel.
yeah. So
I hate
we'll have to
watching
follow
videos.
up with that.
I really do. I just can't stand to watch these videos. It like something in me dies every time I watch this.
Is it his voice?
It could
General demeanor. The things
It's
that
like
come out of his mouth.
be. It's all of that, and like the position he sits in, and like the fact like it's
Right? Like, why
It's
are you
just-
off to the
it's-
side like that? Weirdo.
it's just the complete disregard of like human life
Yeah,
that is going
yeah.
to be lost with his decisions. And he has like, and you could be mad at him for it too, but like he has no idea like his decisions are going to kill people. He doesn't realize that.
That's the thing about him that's like especially like irksome is that he like actually believes what he's saying, or and
Yeah,
he's not
yeah.
like, I mean, to an extent, like, yeah, he's making money off of sending, his supplements, his this, that, and the other thing, but like at the same time he does also believe this shit. So
Yeah.
it's like, yeah.
It's like he's a grifter, but like grifter that bought into his own fucking thing.
Yeah.
He got
But yeah,
high
I
off
mean,
his own supply.
he's gonna, and I mean, yeah, lots of people are gonna die off of this. I mean, this next,
Oh, yeah. And
over
CDC
these next
doesn't just
couple
do. Go ahead, I'm
COVID.
sorry.
No, I was gonna say over the next couple of years with like, flu and COVID season, as it's harder and harder to get vaccines, I mean, we're just gonna see
Yeah.
chaos.
CDC doesn't just do vaccines. They do so
Right.
much more than that. And it's all been gutted by him. Like infectious diseases, chronic diseases. Like they do all of that. They do research in all of that. And it's just insane. Like it is just insane. Like so Casey this morning, she was off work. She sent me the Florida mandate one, by the way. How they're taking it away. She's like, we're never going to Florida again. Like you realize like the next fucking pandemic is coming out of either Texas or Florida. Like it just is. It's
Well, just like the resurgence of all these.
like we're gonna get like some fucking weird disease that we've never seen, like Legionnaire's disease. Like, have you ever heard of like what the fuck that is?
We're gonna get super polio, super measles.
Right, like we're exactly like it's just going to happen. Like it's just going to happen. There, like whatever like disease is, it's gonna be like 10 times, and it's just gonna run through the fucking body. Getting World War Z zombies. I swear to God. I
At some point, it's gonna get to it.
I debate with myself and my friends sometimes. Like you know this male fantasy that every male has, like, oh, I can survive the zombie apocalypse, or like that's our Roman Empire. Like
Yeah,
no, we have another Roman Empire. Like where we're like, well, this is the plan we would do. Like this is how we would set it up. Like I sometimes think about it. I'm not gonna lie to you. I think every guy does.
Not immune.
Hey, come on, Panda. You fucking thought about it. Don't give me none of that shit, bud. I know if you thought about it, like what you would do if there was a zombie apocalypse, right? I sometimes I think like, what kind of apocalypse? What aliens? Probably not. The tough chance we're getting an alien invasion. So that one's kind of out.
Oh, we have a man who isn't gonna give it a go.
What do you? You're not gonna try to survive, brother? What do you mean? But AI Skynet, very possible. But that's a couple of years out. When I look at Robert F. Kennedy, I'm like, before we even get to like AI being so advanced that like we get like Skynet and robot wars, we're getting zombies. Like, or it's just going to be like a fucking mass apocalypse, like The Last of Us. You know what I mean? Something is gonna mutate, and it's just wiping everybody.
I don't know if we'll get a zombie apocalypse, but we definitely will get like mass disease.
Have you seen Contagion? The movie Contagion?
I don't think so. No.
Excellent movie. That is what's going to happen. That is 100% what's going to happen. But you know what the good thing about that movie is? Highly recommend it. I swear to God, you should definitely watch it. It's CDC focused, like what the CDC does, like how the whole process works, like to be able to track down a disease and everything. And it's like super scientific. Like it's really good. Really good movie. All right, let's finish this up.
Or trustworthy. Would you ask them to resign, Senator?
So, I'm sorry, but this is not what she has said publicly. She has said
I'm not surprised about that.
So you're saying she's lying?
Yes. Every conversation I had with her, there were
witnesses. And let me get this straight. This is the same person that less than a month earlier, you stood next to her and described her as unimpeachable. And you had full confidence in her, and that you had full confidence in her scientific credentials. And in a month, she became a liar?
Yeah, you should ask her what changed. And by the way, a month ago, you were voting against her. Oh, because you thought she was either incompetent, ineligible, or unsuited to the task.
I voted against her because I was afraid she was going to bend the knee to you and Donald Trump. And it looks like she didn't bend the knee, so you fired her. Look, You're putting America's babies' health at risk, America's seniors' health at risk, all Americans' health at risk, and you should resign.
Ooh, tell him.
Yeah, but he's never going anywhere.
All right,
But you can have more friends. Come on, you gotta like procreate. You know, I gotta do the conservative. Like, you gotta have baby. You know, you gotta beat the disease.
You're gonna have babies in an apocalypse? That's crazy.
Yeah, you can. Have you not seen Last of Us?
I know, but that's crazy. That's only something a man would say. Let's have babies in the apocalypse, you fucking nut. No.
I understand.
What?
Wait, what do you think? People will just stop having sex in the apocalypse?
No, I don't think that, but
Do you think like protection will just be readily available? No, I'm not saying purposefully. Go fuck off of that.
To just be like, now you're gonna be like, well, the Lord did say multiply. Like, God.
But hey, there will be some religious nuts. You know, it happens. It happens.
They're gonna go through a lot of wives. Not to be morbid, but
yeah. There'll be a shortage of doctors, like. But I'm just saying, like, imagine you have a baby that is born with like natural immunity and like their blood is like.
Yeah, sure.
It's possible. What do you mean?
Mm-hmm. She had to. I mean, what's her name? Ellie's mom had to get bitten in the process of her birth and then die. Like, I mean.
Would you have done the same thing Joel did?
By taking her, or like which part?
At the hospital. Would you have saved Ellie, or for the greater good, create a vaccine for everybody?
But like, what evidence do we have that this person was even going to be able to make a vaccine? Like,
the premise is already given. It's a made-up story. There's obviously that cordyceps fucking walking around. We have to assume that it would happen.
This is just some nut in a hospital, like, playing with people's brains.
This is a doctor. Do you not trust doctors anymore?
Okay, I can't go to my dermatologist and say, hey, make a vaccine. He's not trained for that. What type of doctor was he?
Oh no, but we have to follow the show gives you the assumption that this would happen. Like he would have made it. Like you have to assume.
There was something like weird, nefarious. I don't know.
We're not gonna question the author's motive. We're gonna assume that like it would have happened. We're not gonna do like a what if scenario. We just have to give us like.
Well, that's because humans are stupid than Cairo, because that's not. I don't think that's the case with any other animal. I think other animals reduce the amount that they procreate during stressful times.
See? Somebody agrees with me. Somebody agrees with me. Anyways, you didn't answer the question.
You and Cairo can create a weird little, like, community.
In Jackson Hole, Wyoming. Cairo, I'm not leaving Connecticut, brother. You better get here. We're gonna take over fucking New Canaan. We're gonna go to the quiet corner. Stafford Springs.
Oh gosh. Is it really gonna matter that is it really gonna matter that much when like there's no government? Like, are you gonna need to stay in Connecticut after that point? You're probably gonna want to go somewhere warmer.
Yeah, but warmer means like less food. It's hard to grow things.
Not necessarily. Depends.
Yeah, what can you grow in fucking California? It's hard to grow shit up there. I mean, and like, then you have to battle the heat all the time. I mean, I think I'd have to go like maybe North Carolina would be the south, the most south I'll go.
That you would tolerate.
Yeah, because like, okay, but if you think about like, all right, like realistically, let's fucking work this out. If I go to Florida, then I have to battle the fucking hurricanes every year, which I don't want to do.
I mean, I still wouldn't go there. There's like too hot, but
Right, and it's muggy. Then Texas, there's fucking like you would have shortage of water. Like how much water can you find in a fucking barren ass land, and what can you grow in Texas? Nothing. Nothing can fucking grow in Texas. California would be a good choice. There's like the climate is vastly different, and if you're in a colder area, you have access to water, fresh water readily, because you're going to get lakes and shit like that. And
I mean,
the
I'm not
weather.
saying go to Arizona. I'm just saying, like, there's some warmer climates that
North
also
Carolina,
have, like,
yeah.
North Carolina has a
Like,
ton of water. They have a ton of fresh water.
Yeah. That's what I said. Like, I think the most further south I would be willing to go is North Carolina. But again, you have to think about like the winter
So does
climate
Georgia,
can be
though, I
beneficial
think.
to you.
Okay.
Yeah. But winter
Anyway,
climate
go
could be
ahead.
beneficial to you. Like, it slows down the enemies.
Sure.
Yeah, like food is scarce during those months, but like you can game hunt.
Anyway, as far
We have
as,
deer.
there's a ton of deer here. You cannot
Yeah,
make
yeah,
stuff
yeah.
up.
That's what I'm saying. Like, so I'm just saying. I'm just saying. Like, Connecticut is not a bad location. Okay, what did you ask ChatGPT? What's another fun fact? During extreme time, there is that push for reproduction, the sex ratio shifts, and women are more likely to give birth to female children than male children. Yeah, that's actually kind of interesting. That's very interesting. The IRS has an apocalypse plan for taxes. Are you saying Texas or taxes? Like, I'm not paying taxes,
he
bro.
said IRS. So I think he means taxes. I love that. I love that they're prepared.
The first hint of an apocalypse, any kind of disease, like mass disease, comes out from now on, yeah, I'm just not fucking paying taxes. Like, I'm just not gonna do it.
No.
All right? Like, the IRS can fucking suck it. I'm not giving my taxes. To what? Then let the fucking apocalypse happen. I'm not doing
sorry.
it.
A commenter on TikTok, just to go back, did agree with us. Clinical trials are a part of the approval process. Even an everyday person knows this. So true. So true.
I don't know if every person knows this.
Other than our
you might want to go to Texas or Florida, you know. You might want to ask Ron DeSantis if an average person knows this. Yeah. Okay. All right. Who do we got next? I'm just saying. Like,
can you tolerate more RFK? I mean, if you want to stay in Connecticut during the apocalypse, that's fine. I just, it's more densely populated up there. I feel like you're going to have to move at some point.
I don't disagree with you. I don't disagree with you. Maybe I'll go, like, more up north. Go to Canada. Canada's vast. Canada. Yeah, it's vast. There's nothing up there. It's harder to grow stuff, but I could go to, like, British Columbia. You could farm, like, there's fishing.
Sure, could do that.
And not that populated.
But I
think further up north is better.
I was gonna say it's like the parts of Canada that are populated are densely populated. The parts that aren't, nobody lives there. So
nobody lives there.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, no, you can't go to Toronto or like Quebec and places like that. No, you definitely can't do that. You got to go to like somewhere like Nova Scotia. British Columbia, like Alberta, where there's fucking just nothing. It's just tundra. I wouldn't recommend going all the way as far as the Yukon because that's just too cold and I can't stand the cold. But at least you won't have to worry about fucking zombies up there or like, mutated fucking cordyceps.
You would hope.
The only problem would be is New York City.
True.
You know what I mean? Like, New York City is crumbling instantly.
Yeah, and all those zombies are gonna go to Connecticut after they for food.
Like, they're already fucking weird. But what are you talking about, man? The Florida men, like, they don't belong to the same race as us. What do you mean? Florida crumbles instantly. One hurricane gets wiped out. Like, it's just instant, without any kind of fucking protection anywhere. Like, one hurricane Helene or Irene, just you're gone. One John comes through, like, it's just you're not doing all right. Yeah. Florida's such a weird, bro. I don't know how you do it. I could not do it.
That's
I
true.
was there for like literally 4 days. I just I hate this location. Couldn't do it, dude.
Have you
At
ever
like
been?
9 o'clock, it's so muggy.
Have you ever been to Louisiana?
No, but I want to for Mardi Gras.
Well, it's worse on the
Is it?
mugginess. Yeah, it's worse.
Uh,
Yeah, it was bad.
yeah, they're no. They're turned up so much. They're turned now. If I say it to anybody in America, a Florida man, they know exactly the type of person I'm talking about. Please.
Yeah,
All right.
but
Next
that's
video.
because of Florida's news laws.
Just want to.
Yeah, Florida is just a different beast. Dude, when they talk about elitist New Englanders, they're talking about me.
Yeah, apparently. I mean, you wouldn't
Minus
even
the-
leave in an
minus the-
apocalypse. That's nuts.
No, minus the elitist part because I am obviously not elitist, but I hate every other state.
But I'm not elitist. I was looking at
Like,
like
Connecticut has
big plots
everything.
of land in Vermont today. That's the dream. I'm
Dude,
just gonna move to
Vermont.
the woods in Vermont. That's what I'm gonna do.
Dude, I so want to do that. I want to get like
If I-
50,000 acres somewhere, like, you know what I mean? Just and have nobody. Like, put an electric fence around and just have like bunch of fucking ducks just running through the whole fucking thing. You know what I
Ducks.
mean?
Well,
With,
sure. We
like-
already talked about the benefits of ducks. I mean,
I know. I wouldn't even like domesticate them. They're just out there, like fucking just running around somewhere with like chickens, cows. They're just out there.
just free ducks.
I wouldn't even domesticate them. Swear to God. You find your food, you live or you die. It's up to you. Giving you your freedom.
Anyway, all right. So we want to see what Bernie has to say to RFK.
Yeah.
If it gets too
Bernie.
repetitive, we can go to Cassidy, and if that's too much, then we can move on. Because I get it.
Give
It's
me
an
Bernie one more time.
oversaturation of
Someone wants
RFK.
point. Are you telling
it's
us
harmful to you.
that the former head of CDC went to you, you asked her, are you a trustworthy person? And she said, no, I am not a trustworthy person?
She didn't say, no, I'm not a trustworthy person. She said, no.
Wow.
Giving a quote. And I asked her
No, one
twice.
second.
The captain
And you
said I'm
also
not a
repeated now
trustworthy
that she is a
virgin.
liar, correct? Which you wrote in the Wall Street
And it
Journal.
did sound like he said that.
That I fired her because she refused to sign on in advance for the ASIP committee. No, that's not accurate.
All right, so you're calling her a liar, and I look forward to her coming before the Health Committee, maybe this committee as well. All right, Mr. Secretary, I've got a bunch of questions. Appreciate brevity in answering it. So-called beautiful bill threw 15 million Americans off of healthcare, substantially raised premiums, and is going to have a terrible impact on nursing homes, community
New
health
England.
centers, rural hospitals all over America. Very briefly, is that really making America healthy again?
It's going to have it's going to be the biggest infusion of federal dollars into rural health care in American history.
Yeah, you know why? Because you're cutting $150 billion for rural hospitals, you're putting $50 billion back. That's not an infusion. That's a loss of $100 billion. All right, next question.
Do they
President
not
Trump.
think we can do math? Like,
I
does he
don't
not
think they
think we can
do.
do math?
Yeah, that was pathetic.
What?
You know, simple
So
math lesson.
I'm cutting
for-
150, but I'm going to give you 50. Aren't you happy I'm giving
the
you so much
largest
money?
infusion of money into rural hospitals. Wow. Just the audacity to say that is pretty amazing too.
You know what? We time and time again, at least I do. I always think there's these master geniuses, but then they do shit like this, and I'm just go, no, they're just
No.
sad. Like, they're just sad. Like, if your whole conspiracy can fall with 2 fucking questions,
Right.
you gotta work a little bit harder than that.
Yeah, I mean, they're not masterminds. They just weaponize people's grievances and racism and
Yeah.
nationalism and all that bullshit that we've talked to death. I mean,
Yeah. Nothing new.
should we keep going?
Welcome to America. Yeah.
I mean, which is like the easiest thing to do in the world. I mean,
Yeah.
Who
Propaganda
I
just
don't usually
yes.
agree with, called COVID vaccines, quote, one of the greatest miracles in the history of modern-day medicine that saved tens of millions of lives worldwide. Scientific community agrees with Trump. Lancet study found that it prevented almost 20 million deaths during their first year of use. Secretary Kennedy, are President Trump and the medical community right, or do you still believe that the COVID vaccine was, quote, the deadliest vaccine ever made?
No, first of all, I didn't say that. Oh, I said that in terms of affairs reports a while ago. I said today, I think that President Trump should get the Nobel Prize.
So who's right? Is Trump and the medical community right, or are you right?
President Trump did an extraordinary piece of leadership.
Is he right or wrong? Did COVID save millions of lives?
As I said, he got Americans back to work. At that time, that particular vaccine, which perfectly matched the virus that was circulating then, and I have no idea how many lives it saved, but it saved quite a few.
You know, what I find a little bit weird in this discussion, I'm hearing it over and over again this morning, Mr. Chairman, is we've got the entire medical community on one side. You got the AMA representing hundreds of thousands of doctors, the American Academy of Pediatrics, the American Public Health Association. All of these organizations are telling us that COVID vaccine and vaccines in general are safe and effective. You are casting doubt on that. Who are the organizations that are agreeing with you and casting aspersions on
Good
vaccines?
question.
The primary advisors are Marty McCary, Jay Bhattacharya, Dr. Oz.
Dr. King Oz?
Come on. If you have to say the name of like an Oprah celebrity TV doctor, like, how can you say that with a straight face? If you want to call this a
Jesus,
straight,
brother.
whatever this is, a straight face. But like, come on.
I want to know
So
who the fuck Jay
unserious.
Bhattacharya is. The director of NIH, of course, Trump appointee. Of course.
What's the word?
Let's see. Is he a doctor?
Let's clear the lowest bar first. Is he a doctor?
Oh, he is.
Well, that's nice.
MD and PhD. And
Is
what
he
kind of doctor
licensed?
says vaccines aren't... Oh,
Is he licensed to practice? Like,
Let me see.
because you know we have that problem with this administration too. You can go. We discussed this. You can go to medical school, and graduate, and then just grift.
Yeah, which is nice.
Let's take a look at the comments and see.
Dr. Jay Bhattacharya holds an MD from Stanford University, but he is not a licensed and a practicing physician. He never completed a medical residency after graduation and has not treated patients himself. His career and research have
Always.
focused on health economics and public health policies.
Yeah.
Never!
No
No residency, not a single patient ever treated. Bro, yeah,
I mean, that's the
That people bring shame
doctors
to me
that
every
they
day.
get on their team. That's the doctors that they get on their side. Ones who, yes, went to school, but stopped after that and just. I mean, this guy at least got his PhD, I guess, and if I'm going to give him the benefit of the doubt, did work in public health, but I don't know.
I hate this country sometimes.
So you got a few doctors who agree with you, and I'm giving you the
Not a
name.
few doctors. What you're talking about There's a big difference, Senator, between
And two, honestly,
He only names
it's
3
just
doctors. He's like,
right, not a single agency, and then Bernie's like the AACP, the fucking the entire
organizations
medical community
that
is behind me.
represent thousands of doctors, if not more. Like, come on.
Do you think fucking Dr. Jay Bhattacharya and fucking Oz are doing research in COVID vaccines in the fucking garage? Like,
they
brother, what the
personally are
fuck?
just like, yeah.
What are you talking about?
science and the scientific establishment, which has been co-opted by the pharmaceutical
Hold on. So
industry.
you're telling the American people that the American Medical Association, representing hundreds of thousands of people, have been co-opted and that they should not trust their doctors.
And I'm
the
telling
American
you-
Academy of Pediatrics, and by the way, just for the record, every single
Oh, the question was, Bernie reiterated a bunch of different, medical groups and, organizations for different types of doctors that have endorsed, vaccines, and especially the COVID vaccine. And he asked RFK, essentially what medical groups or what organizations back what he's saying about how the COVID vaccine is, dangerous. And as we just saw, RFK essentially listed off 3 random doctors.
Republican, I don't mean to be political here, Mr. Chairman, has received PAC money from the pharmaceutical industry. Are they all corrupt as well?
And I'm telling you, the American Heart Association has been co-opted by the food
Everybody
industry.
but you, Senator. But you know what? When you ran for president, we have a corrupt campaign finance system. Maybe you'll agree with me on that. Okay, you were already president, you got a billionaire behind it. You received $300,000 from people, not from the industry, people in it, as I did, from individuals. You corrupt. President Trump got $3 million. Every Republican got corporate PAC money for the pharmaceutical industry. Democrats as well. Everybody is corrupt, but you? Is that what we're looking at? I don't think so. And I think the issue
I
now...
don't even know what you're talking about.
Well, I think you do know what I'm talking about.
I don't know what you're talking about.
The issue is every time anyone
Are you
disagrees with
are you saying the pharmaceutical industry was supporting my presidential
No,
campaign?
I'm saying,
I don't think
no,
so.
I'm not saying that. I'm saying that the pharmaceutical industry is a greedy institution which is charging us the highest prices in the world. They are pervasive. But to suggest that every institution, the AMA, the pediatrics people, is corrupt because they disagree with you is an insult to the American people.
Listen, people disagree with me all the time. I have arguments in my agency, heated arguments every day with Jay Bhattacharya, with Marty McCary, with Dr. Oz.
You have given the names of a few people. I have given you the names of organizations representing hundreds of thousands of doctors and scientists.
Yeah,
I yield, Mr. President.
Jeez. All right, let's look at. This is the last one that I wanted to look at.
Senator Cassidy.
Thank you. I'll try and restore a little calm here. And I'm approaching this as a doctor, not as a senator. I am concerned about children's health, seniors' health, all of our health. And I applaud you for joining the...
I think he's one of only 2 Republicans who actually gave Kennedy some pushback. I think a few of them didn't want to essentially say they endorse or agree with what he said, but these are the only 2, or he's one of the only 2 who actually gave him some pushback.
the president in a call for radical transparency. Thank you for that. I said yesterday, I believe it, that President Trump deserves a Nobel Prize for Operation Warp Speed.
Of course he does.
If he had been President Obama, he would have gotten it. But because of Operation Warp Speed, forcing the federal government to come to a vaccine development within 10 months when others said it couldn't be done, we saved millions of lives globally, trillions of dollars, we reopened economies, an incredible accomplishment.
What are your thoughts on that? Does Trump deserve credit for Warp Speed?
If you were to ask me, fuck no, but if you were to ask me, without the entire context that I know of, if you just look at Operation Warp Speed just by itself and not all the crazy shit Trump peddled, on the side and demonizing Dr. Fauci this entire time,
Yeah.
and still continue to do it. I I would say like the leadership.
It was an impressive
that took-
accomplishment. Yeah.
It's an 100%. Like, what was it? Him in the fucking lab
No,
doing all
no,
that? Like,
sure.
of course, but like,
I was thinking about that earlier
No.
today. Like, that's so shitty. Like, imagine being like the scientist who was like working like all day, all night, sleeping on your desk, like ate
Yeah.
like a bite of a peanut butter sandwich, and then like some president who has done nothing but like crap on
Sign.
your work since gets like
Yeah.
a fucking
a
prize
Nobel
for
Peace
it.
Prize.
Like,
Yeah.
come on. But
Yeah.
it was an impressive
Stupid.
accomplishment for those people. But I agree. I think with where you're going is that like considering everything he's done since and just like completely crapping on it, completely like trying to
Yeah.
delegitimize it. It's like
Yeah.
you really have some nerve saying that. Like,
Yeah.
I guess they
No,
have to
100%.
get. I mean, supposedly he does come in and, ask some tough questions of Kennedy after this. So I guess he felt the need to, choose
Suck
a
up
little,
to Trump, 'cause
like,
you have to.
a little sucking up, at the beginning, so that he didn't
have
get he didn't get a nasty
Absolutely.
phone call later tonight.
Yeah.
Mr. Secretary, do you agree with me that the president deserves a Nobel Prize for Operation Warp Speed?
Yeah, absolutely, Senator. That
So
was
let
phenomenal.
me ask you, but you just told Senator Bennett that the COVID vaccine killed more people than COVID.
Wait,
That was a statement.
I did not say that.
Yeah.
Then let me ask, because you also.
Senator, I just want to make clear, I did not say that.
We'll check the record. That's a question of fact. You also said that you were also, as lead attorney for the Children's Health Defense, you engaged in multiple lawsuits attempting to restrict access to the COVID vaccine. Again, it surprises me that you think so highly of
Yeah, I'm really concerned about RFK's breathing. I'm sorry. Like, what is that? Like,
Can he
that's
cough?
bad.
Like, like two questions completely dismeant. Like, you can't sit in two boats. It just doesn't fucking happen. Either you think he deserves a fucking Operation Warp Speed and deserves a fucking Nobel Peace Prize, or you think it killed. If you really believe that like the COVID vaccine killed more people than COVID, Trump just committed massive fucking medical genocide.
I know, right?
Like,
Right,
you realize that? Like,
exactly.
he needs to be at the fucking Hague and hanged by his feet and
Right.
flogged until, like, he reveals the Epstein files. But like,
Right, he's personally responsible for like 1 million people's deaths. Like, come on.
right. What the fuck is wrong with you? What is it? Which one do you believe?
Operation Warp Speed when, as an attorney, you attempted to restrict access. Now, let me ask.
I'm happy to explain why.
I had 3 minutes and 30 seconds left.
All right.
It also surprises me because you've canceled, or HHS did, but apparently under your direction, $500 million in contracts using the mRNA vaccine platform that was critical to Operation Warp Speed. Again, an accomplishment that I think President Trump should get a Nobel Prize for. You canceled $500 million in contracts. Now, I grew up in a middle-class family, so $500 million seems, just to cancel, it seems like an incredible waste of money. But it also seems like a commentary.
Was that a low-key jab? Like, I grew up middle class, like you're a Kennedy, so maybe you don't understand this, or was it just... Probably not.
Upon what the president was attempting, what the president did in Operation Warp Speed, which is
Was
to create a platform by which to
Cassidy
create-
hoping to be like, maybe I should have gotten nominated for it? Like, is there a person? No, I don't think so, right? I think being senator is way cooler than
It's got a little
being
vendetta.
secretary.
I don't know. Is it though? I feel like being in the cabinet is the next step, and then you can,
Oh.
like, if you try to run for
Yeah.
president, you're like, I was in the cabinet,
Yeah. Right.
So that probably is what. I mean, what's her name? I always mix up the. Is she one of the Alyssas? The one who was supposed to be like ambassador to the UN. What's her name?
Elisa Stefanik,
Yeah, I mean that was a slight.
congressperson from New York. Yeah.
Yeah, that was a slight to her.
I guess you're right. Yeah. You're right. Yeah, you're right about that.
So this just seems inconsistent.
I mean,
that you
it
would
seems
agree
like
with me the
Cassidy would have been a
president deserves-
better appointment, like an actual doctor.
Right, he's qualified, you know, meets like the basic
Yeah.
qualification, or what should be the basic
It-
qualification for the,
Right.
yeah.
Position of the health secretary. Yeah. It would make sense to me. Like health would be like, yeah, we should probably give that to a doctor, not a fucking crackpot, half-brain lawyer.
Same thing with education in somebody who has never been a teacher. Like,
Right.
that's insane. Trump just picks like any random woman in his orbit. Like, oh yeah,
You
like,
got education.
yeah,
Like, who
literally,
donated the most money?
literally.
There's a tremendous amount of credit for this.
Is this a question, Senator Cassidy, or is this a speech that you don't want me to
No, I'm
answer?
asking a
Because I
question.
want to answer that question.
Please,
So
please.
sad.
It's a question.
But be tight, please.
First of all, the reason that Operation Warp Speed was genius is it did something nobody had ever been done. I don't think any president, but President Trump could do it. It got the vaccine to market that was perfectly matched to
Again,
the virus
what
at that
did
time.
Trump
when it was
do
badly
exactly
needed.
for Operation Warp
Because there
Speed?
was low natural immunity, and there were people getting very badly injured by COVID. And then, but it was also brought in therapeutics like hydroxychloroquine and ivermectin and protocols for treatments.
We did not just talk about fucking horse dewormers in front
He
of the
did.
goddamn
He
United
did.
States Senate pants.
Things that people
I
have
hate this country.
like made themselves so sick in the past couple of years, like because of this like freaking ivermectin propaganda. Come on.
That is for horses. Goddamn horses. Are you a fucking horse? Like, you don't have to be a doctor to differentiate a human
Let's
fucking horse.
see if Cassidy pushes back on
And
that.
there were no mandates. And then
Okay, I had another
Biden came.
question, so please, about
That's when I began litigating against President Biden's mandates. Now,
I'm sorry, let me go on because
in
you've
terms of
covered
me
the mandates
canceling those
before.
contracts,
I have limited time, Mr. Secretary, I'm sorry. You've called for, and rightly so, that we should restrict participation in agencies for those with conflict of interest. I would like to submit for the record a evaluation of the conflict of interest of
No, we're
those
not
who
gonna
are
say
on the
anything
ACIP and the
about
Vaccines and
ivermectin, I guess.
Biologic Products
Ivermectin
Advisory
or
Board.
hydrochloroquine.
It was not
Yeah, sure, no.
97% as alleged, rather it was 6.9%, and it was 1.2%, I think, for the other panel.
Without objection.
Now, I am concerned, though, because many of those whom you have nominated for the ACIP board.
Senator,
Excuse me,
you have the facts
excuse me,
wrong in there.
excuse me, can I have my time back?
Yes.
Yeah. What I am concerned about is that many of those whom you've nominated for ACIP have received revenue as serving as expert witnesses for plaintiffs' attorneys suing vaccine makers. Now, one of my colleagues in another setting alleged that you seem more
I
interested
really
in
can't
settlements than
tolerate
science.
him just breathing in the background.
Breathing,
like,
yes.
I
It's
can't.
all I focus on.
Exactly, I can't pay
all I'm
attention.
focusing on.
I can't pay attention to what he's actually saying because all I hear is like
I swear to God.
deep.
I swear to God, if the subtitles weren't there, I would have heard nothing Cassidy said. My ADHD brain could not have handled it.
I wasn't even able to read what it said. I'm just like, because I just keep
My
thinking.
autism is kicking.
I just keep thinking about the, like, whatever's going on in his chest that needs to be examined. Like, please.
People think he's hot, by the way. Like,
See
MAGA
doctor.
think he's hot.
Well, maybe they all have brainworms. I don't know. Because
They think Trump is hot.
I think they like his energy.
No. Maybe. But you remember people wearing shirts talking about he can grab my pussy? Like, ugh.
Yeah.
When I saw that, I couldn't do it. I couldn't do it.
It's too much.
Maybe we'll have the same energy for Newsom. Oh, and Jay, here you go. That we're talking about your governor. Maybe we'll
Trump
have
got
the
a
same
six
energy
pack
for
of
Newsom.
McDoubles. So true.
Maybe we'll make a shirt that says Gavin can grab me.
No, I don't think we
Grabbing
will.
Gavin.
But at least
He's
he's
gonna
like,
be the president.
at least
I am
he's
telling you this right now.
at least he's tolerable to look at.
I'm telling you right now, Gavin Newsom. If nothing goes wrong, if the current trajectory stays the way it is, you will have a President Newsom.
Was he quiet this week, or I feel like I didn't
No,
hear
no, no.
much?
He's been posting. He made a.
No,
He
I
made
know
a.
he's
He
still
made a.
posting like Trumpian, but he's
Yeah,
not
yeah,
in the
yeah.
news really.
No, I haven't seen anything like outward news. I saw a TikTok he made today where it's like, "Sir, we're on the way," and it's like Trump, "I've fallen and I can't get up." Like
Damn.
that's like, like it's so great. I love it. I'll take him. I'm sorry, Annette. I'm falling for Gavin.
I can tell the way like you've brought him up unprompted the past like 3 episodes in a row,
I'm.
and I'm just
I
like
am.
I'm getting a little concerned.
Listen. I am living in a Trump presidency where maniacal leaders are just the answer. Because Democrats don't have another one.
Just begging,
And
begging for some relief. That's what it felt like. I feel like like last week thinking, or at the beginning of this week thinking like maybe he's super sick, maybe he's dead. Like it would have been like it would have been so terrible after, because I understand. I know JD Vance would be worse. I know it's inviting, vampire
President
Peter
Plantier?
Thiel into the White House. I understand all that, but just the 5 minutes of joy that we would all feel. Like I would do anything. I would do anything.
The way you're talking about the demise of the president is like so like it's like an R&B song. You know what I mean? You're just holding on to the wind.
Yeah.
I am just waiting for the phone call, baby. I just need to know. That's you right now. The sadness and the joy behind the sadness that you didn't get the news, but you could have gotten the news.
I'm just thinking of what
It's
could have
so-
been, I'm just stuck in the past. The way it could have been. The life we all could have had.
When you texted me, I could feel your emotions. Never mind, he's fine.
Yeah, no. I at least wanted, like, why were they so late? Why was he 45 minutes late just to be fine? I at least wanted to see like a limp or something. I wanted him to be sitting down, anything, but no. Then he just starts talking about some bullshit about Alabama that I didn't give a shit about.
He's fine. Ugh. Like I can feel the 45 minutes like for you were just building up joy, like slowly, second by second, minute by minute.
I could not help myself. I couldn't help myself.
He walks in and your world just came crashing down. Like it's just shattered
man.
above you. I could feel it.
No,
I could
and
feel it.
I know it would just be worse without him. So
Okay, so
It's
I did see a
fine.
TikTok. Listen, I did see a TikTok. This person talking about the Gorbachev effect. Once Stalin dies, because Stalin was just a absolute fucking no, Khrushchev effect. I'm sorry, not Gorbachev. Once Stalin died, because he was such a fucking genocidal maniac. The Soviet Union party looks around and go like, well, we can't keep fucking doing this. Like people are terrified of what is happening here. So we need to do something. We need to earn the trust of the people back. And to do that, what they do is they try to implement policies, to try to grow and like to pull the KGB back a little bit and to do that, So this person is alleging.
Interesting.
This person is alleging that it's possible that and I can see it happening realistically, that if Trump goes on a lengthy vacation, and we do
Yeah. Sure.
You do get
I'm sorry.
President Palantir that he will go, okay, we've done a little too much. We need to pull these ICE raids back. We need to pull some of these tariffs back. We need to allow, because tariffs hurt these billionaire class too, as much as they hurt
Sure.
us.
Of
You know,
course.
they don't want this. They don't want any of this to happen. And ice raids are basically just Stephen Miller's fucking wet fantasy that like that he's living through. Do you think Trump is knowing what the fuck is happening? No, and we don't hear Susie Wiles unless she's sitting on the fucking couch and the camera pans to her for like 2 fucking seconds. It's Stephen Miller. Like this whole
No,
ice
yeah.
raid thing is 100%. Like this DC takeover.
Yeah, it's
It
like
is
his pet
all
project.
Stephen Miller's. Yeah, 100%. It was in the Department of Defense Presidency. He's always wanted this.
Mm-hmm.
So, do you think he stays around once JD Vance is in power? Possibly, but JD Vance could. JD Vance will be 100% a puppet president, and then like you assume
Is
Peter
there a
Thiel will
connect?
just go.
Is there any Peter Thiel? What's his name? Connection? I don't know why I'm blanking on his name. You just said it.
Stephen Miller.
Yeah. Okay. Are they connected at all? Like, sorry, it's my dementia. Like,
Did
would
you
he
just have
just?
a stroke mid sentence?
Yeah, Trump's gonna outlive me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Evil never dies, though. Evil never dies.
And I believe that.
Oh, they fucking get stronger by your hate. Like all that 45 minutes you spent worrying and hoping, like he was just powering up with minutes. Like it was just energizing him to be a fucking full robot.
He was just
But
sucking the collective
he
hope
was
of
sucking.
the.
Yeah. Did you listen to like the fucking the numbers, by the way? Like apparently the news conference gained like it had a 1,000,005 people.
I said that.
Like,
I said that.
did you see
What?
that? Like you said, yeah. Like instantly, and then everybody was like, "Oh, he's fine." Instant drop. Like instant drop. People just left.
I love that. We're all the same. We're all just out here
Enjoy
living the same
everybody's
life.
for it, right? But so this
Anyway.
person is assuming that like JD Vance will come in, and then like all these would go back, and like we would get like another liberal, regular ass fucking president with just a little bit of fascist tendencies. That is, it's not him doing it. It's obviously going to be JD Vance and Peter Yarvin advancing like full security of the planet, and Palantir just watching your every single move, just waiting for you to fucking say fuck JD Vance and like instant drone strike on top of your head. You know what I mean? Like, but because of the chaos that has erupted for so many months now, any semblance of normalcy will go, oh, okay. Because as soon as he goes on that vacation, the stock market is just going through the roof. Like right? Like the stock
Sure.
market is just like exploding, and everybody's gonna be like, "Oh, I'm fucking super rich now," So they're gonna think like
Interesting.
JD Vance is a great president, and they're going to fucking elect him again for 2 more terms.
Ugh.
That's what this person alleges.
So it's gonna slow the momentum to hold on to power longer.
Yeah, because you'll get some sort of like norm. Because, dude, a fucking person that can't figure out a fucking camera, like, it's not going to be a president. It's going to be Peter Thiel. Like, Peter Thiel is the shadow president, 100%,
No, absolutely.
100%. Like, so it's like, and obviously,
I mean,
Peter
what's
Thiel's
JD Vance gonna do? I mean, he owes everything to Peter Thiel.
Everything.
He's not gonna
everything.
be like,
Every dark
oh,
secret
now,
fucking he has.
now I'm not gonna,
Yeah, Peter's gonna be like, okay, well, you fucking don't do what I fucking say, and I can already imagine say thank you. Oh, I hate when he does that. I hate when he does that, dude. Did you see he did try to do that with Zoran? Like, what the
Did
fuck,
he?
dude? Like, yeah. He was like, oh, Zoran's been in this country? We invited him over, and his parents has he expressed any gratitude, like at
Oh
all,
my
to
God.
the American people, like to the American economy and the American education? Has he said anything? Any gratitude at all? Like, dude, shut the fuck up. I swear to God, every time Peter Thiel's I think that's a kink. Like Peter Thiel walks into his office and he's like, "Master, can I suck
Probably.
it? Like,
You're probably
please.
right. You're probably right. It's probably like, yeah, he
Please.
has to say,
I just
like,
want to say thank you."
like, thank you so much. Like, every time, like, there's a whisper of Peter Thiel in the air, like, he just has to do that.
Immediately, like
I mean, it has
somebody
to be the way.
says the word Peter and he goes, Thank you. Like he has to do
It
it.
must be. I mean, somebody,
Somebody says
he
ET.
lifted his little like white trash like out of poverty, out of the middle of Ohio, and
To the
just like
fucking
brought
highest
him
office
to
in the land.
power. You know.
Yeah.
So
Look
and
what I've done
maybe
for you.
maybe it's just like a thing, like something wired in his brain that just like snapped. He's like, how come you're not so grateful? I'm so grateful. Like, why are you so grateful?
Like, look at me. Like, look at me. You see me? Do you see me? Like, come on. I'm Peter Thiel says jump. I just say how high. Like, I go high for my master. It's just so I mean again, like, do you prefer that or more of continuance of JD Vance doing Trump agenda, which I don't think he will. I don't think he will get elected. I don't think JD Vance can rally the MAGA base behind him.
No, I
The
don't think
only
so
other way
either.
that could happen is if he becomes this like mediocre president where, like, he doesn't ruffle any feathers. He's just normal because the MAGA he can hold on to this like nostalgia around the MAGA members.
I mean, he'll get
Honestly,
MAGA, he'll get the base, but he's not gonna pick up all those people who are just like, well, I just want something to change because they don't.
I think what will happen is I think will well, yeah, that absolutely, but I think those people are already Trump because Trump is just extremely unpopular. But what I think what would be the biggest shift is the Republicans won't be so fearful, to get primaried out of fucking oblivion. Because if you disagree with Trump, that's why Cassidy over here, like we just watched, he has to say like I think President Trump because he doesn't want to get primaried. You know what I mean? Like if
Sure.
he says like one bad thing about Trump and then like Trump just makes that one fucking Twitter post or Truth Social post like Cassidy's got to go. Cassidy's gone. Cassidy's gone because they're in a general election, like you know what I mean. Like of course, like in the it's not gonna happen. But like in a primary, like any Republican that's backed by Trump will win. They
Sure.
just will win. So I don't know. I don't know which one would be better. Do I want President Palantir or more of Trump? I really don't know. I don't think Trump survives though. His entire presidency. I don't think he does.
He's got a long way to go. Over
Yeah.
3 years left. I mean,
Yeah. We're barely like what, month 9? Yeah. I don't know. I don't think he can make it. If he's already having like we're getting a full Brandon like back by the we just got Biden 2.0. Like we're getting Biden 2.0 with Trump right now.
and I mean, to
Dude
be
is just
fair, I mean,
unhealthy.
he didn't look fit. I thought he looked fine. Some people I feel like were stretching and saying like, "Oh, he looks bad."
No, I think he looked
like
fine.
he looked fine. There were some times, and this isn't new, where he was answering questions where I feel like he would get confused
Tired?
as
Yeah.
he was getting confused on his like point. Like he was losing
Yeah.
his plot like halfway through, like
Yeah.
a few times.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
there's still that. But I mean, he is in his 70s. I mean.
Yeah,
I mean,
you expect that. No,
I'm 32 and I do that. Like, I just forgot Stephen Miller. Like, I totally forgot his name. Like, I mean, what
You're
did you
getting
do?
Trumpified. You've been in the South too long.
That's it. Yeah.
Yeah, that's really what. No, I think he's I had the one for the very little that I watched of that interview of that announcement. I think he was annoyed like to be there. You know what I mean? I think he just didn't want to be there. But I
You
feel
think
like the
so?
people like I think he's
He
tired.
kept being
I think
like,
he's
these people just
tired.
keep bothering me about.
Yeah,
I mean, I'm
I
sure
think
he
that's why
doesn't
hasn't
really give a shit about that particular issue,
Oh.
just like I didn't. I mean,
Yeah.
like, okay.
No, I don't think he does. I don't think he does. I think because for him to not want to golf, like it's either like he's going through some sort of medical issue, which entirely possible, or he was just very tired. He just doesn't want to like he just doesn't. Or the other theory is like a lot of
Maybe.
people have been saying like since he with that whole Zelensky thing that he was talking about, like, oh, I want to go into heaven. So like he's just doesn't like he just doesn't want to deal with bullshit. I think he's realizing his time is coming. So
You
he's
think
just like, I just don't want to be like this vain person and be in front of the fucking TV and just be like talking this shit. But then I think he did it for too long, and then people
That's a
were like in
generous
his
read.
office, like, "No, you gotta go. You gotta
Yeah.
go. People think you've died. You gotta go out there."
I think he died. Did you see it at the
The
end?
country's a little too happy right now.
He did get questioned about that at the end, and at first he
Yeah,
said he
he
didn't
absolutely
know.
knows about it.
He didn't
Yeah,
know, and
fucking
then
bullshit.
immediately
No.
he was like, he said that he did know, and that he thought it was ridiculous. So that was one of those times where he kind of like, it's like, well,
Yeah.
I mean, that could have been just straight up lying and forgetting that he was gonna lie, and then
Like, yeah,
whatever.
yeah. No,
But
100%.
who knows? Yeah.
No, 110%. I mean, we call it here too if you want.
Yeah, I don't think it's necessary to start another topic right now. Yeah, interesting look at Kennedy as he continues his rampage of our healthcare system, of our public health system, just of our general wellness as a nation.
Yeah, I mean,
Good luck to us all.
yeah. I mean, we don't have to start a new topic, but I will just mention it. And just a little bit of the other topics we were going to talk about was Gaza City. Bibi Netanyahu has Satan Netanyahu has requested and conscripted 60,000 reserved Israeli soldiers, IDF soldiers, to invade the last city standing. Almost 90% of Gaza is decimated. The only thing left standing is Gaza City. And there is 60,000 soldiers being conscripted to invade Gaza City. That is set to happen very soon. Continuing bombardment, it goes almost 100 people die a day, whether it's through airstrikes or people dying at aid centers or any other stuff like that. Other news about Gaza: the largest flotilla, I think almost 60 ships, is headed towards Israel to break the blockade. To break the blockade and to just feed people, because hundreds of children are going to start dying daily. I'm talking daily. It's horrific. Like, it's the evil of humanity is.
I mean, we really haven't talked about Gaza since
chilling, really.
Netanyahu announced that he was going to do the full invasion, essentially. I mean, since then, there was the them kind of double attack where they bombed
right on live. Jesus.
Like, I mean, I saw some things after that, like on TikTok, just live on TikTok, that were like just insane. I mean, just like to use the strategy of bombing, waiting for help to arrive, and then bomb again. How can you then blame Hamas? Like, is Hamas rushing, like the terrorists that you're looking for, are they rushing to these sites to help people? Like, no.
Well,
like,
they don't differentiate, though. They don't differentiate from Hamas Health Ministry, Hamas Agriculture Ministry. They don't differentiate any of that, and then they're actively targeting journalists to begin with. So it falls all in line. And then they came out. Well, we're sorry. We're just gonna do it again. It's this
I don't give a shit.
endless cruelty that comes out of the Israeli Knesset and the Israeli government. It's just.
Al Jazeera posted all of the names, like did a TikTok, like of just scrolling of all the names of all of the journalists who have been killed by Israel, and it was, I want to say it was 245, if not more.
I mean,
journalists.
I mean, that's just like the people that they've accounted for, right? Like, the entire Gaza enclave is decimated and rubbled. There's so many people that just haven't even been dug up. Like, there's just hundreds of thousands of people. Like, the number they keep putting out there is like 50 to 60. No, that's just a number that has been recorded. Like, it's over 100,000 people that have died. It's just people are buried
Yeah.
under massive piles of rubble.
Right. And they're
Diaper fucking brigade is the
and we talked about this before. I mean, this isn't the kind of thing that is going to just resolve with no continued death. I mean, once this is all done, people who experience starvation, there's still going to be lingering deaths after that. I mean,
yeah.
if we ever know what the true death toll is.
Yeah, no, it's a genocide unfolding in front of our eyes. Like it's just there's no other way to call it. Like there's no other way to call it, and it's kind of sad that Bernie won't call it that either. You know, as much as we give
Sure,
praise to Bernie.
it's frustrating that anybody
Like, you're
won't
the
at this
highest.
point.
Yeah, like this, you're the highest Jewish senator. Your voice carries. You have to call it that. You have to call it that. The absolute authority in the world to decide if something is a genocide has called it a genocide. I don't know what more you could want. We will. I mean, I will continue to talk about this on Twitter and TikTok. I mean, I will continue to make. But I always want to on streams. I always want to shed a little bit of light to this, as much as I can.
Yeah, no, we shouldn't.
The other news is that I was sharing with you. Pakistan, India, they are experiencing massive floods. Ton of people have died, which is obviously close to me. Pay attention to that stuff out there. It's really horrific, and it's still happening. So, yeah, if you guys want to donate anything, definitely do that. If you can, if you're able to. There's people that need it.
Do you have a good link?
Yes, they're called Khalsa Raj, Khalsa Aid. I'm sorry, CHALSA Aid. They're great. I love them. They're awesome. They're everywhere. I can share it in Discord. Paste. They don't just stay in India. They're everywhere. I think they're even in Palestine. They were in Mexico. They pretty much any natural disaster that happens. They're like a very niche organization, but they go everywhere. I think they're in Ukraine. They literally go everywhere. They're not a huge organization. They're very and the cool thing is the way they work is they recruit people on the ground, right? So they're not massive, like I said. So what they'll do, they'll go on the ground and then be like, hey, do you want to volunteer? Do you want to come help us? And then they'll just do that. They'll just collect volunteers on the ground, which is really cool.
That's awesome. Are we allowed to put?
Yeah.
Can I put that link in the chat, or is it gonna like give me a hard time? I mean, we can put links in our own chat.
No, you can put whatever. Yeah, you can put
whatever.
whatever.
I know, like
you
sometimes
it doesn't block you.
Okay.
Yeah, it doesn't block you.
I'll put it in
the
TikTok.
They're really cool. They're in Punjab right now. There's the regions that are flooding is Punjab in India and Punjab in Pakistan. There's two Punjab. That's an interesting history there if you guys ever want to learn about. That is really cool. Kashmir is flooding, and all that stuff. So if you guys want to, definitely donate to Gaza. And then if you can, donate to this. Thank you guys. I appreciate it. You guys always coming in here and talking with us. I appreciate that. I think we'll call it there. I think you're exactly on 9 o'clock.
Yeah, thank you guys so much for joining. Go ahead.
Yeah. As always, we will be on TikTok post every single day. Try to at least, and we're here every Thursday at 7 p.m. We are getting better, and we'll continue to bring you guys more news and engage. Our whole thing is to learn and to teach. I think that's what we should put on our shirt.
Learn and teach.
Yeah.
Teach and learn.
Teach and learn. Well, we got to learn before we teach.
You're right. Learn and teach.
Right. I think that could be our mantra. Like maybe we add another word to it. I don't know.
Yeah, we can workshop it.
Learn, teach, and manipulate through. No, just
and fearmonger spread.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Learn, teach, and trains. I don't know. We'll work on it. But thank you guys for coming in. I appreciate it. Yeah, we'll see you guys around.
Bye.